بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على اشراف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وما تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, our today's lesson is about astronomy and solar system. We are going to talk about what is happening outside the Earth. It means in space. The rubric in which we are going to tackle this lesson is vocabulary explore. Well, a lot of people confuse between two terms, which are astronomy and astrology. Astronomy is a science that studies the outer space, that is to say celestial objects. The word that is highlighted in red here is celestial. It means related to the sky, everything related to the sky. Astro is a Greek word. It comes from Greek. It means star. Celestial here, okay, I told you it things related to the sky. Now astrology is a study of the celestial objects as a way to find out information about terrestrial events. It means everything which is happening on Earth. It means to investigate things in the sky so as to find out information about your personality or your future and your fate. Now, when we talk about these two terms, we must refer to a word like astronomer. An astronomer is an expert in astronomy, a person who is studying astronomy. But an astrologist is a person who predicts future by studying stars and planets. And we are Muslims. We know that this is forbidden. A position of star has nothing to do with our fate and our future. In order to study astronomy, it is important to use a crucial instrument or tool, which is called a telescope. A telescope is an optical instrument for making distant objects appear larger. It magnifies the things to make them appear larger. By use of this telescope, we can discover and explore the space. In space, we have to talk about the galaxy. A galaxy is a large system of stars separated from similar systems by vast regions of space. There are lots of galaxies in the outer space, and the one containing our solar system, it means our own one, is called the Milky Way. In the Milky Way, we have about between 200 and 400 billion stars. A star is a hot and bright body in space. It appears as a fixed point of light in the night sky. It means they appear at night. A star sometimes make a shape in the sky. This is what is called a constellation. A constellation are the shapes and the drawings that we can see at night. The sun now is a star that is located in the center of the solar system. It is the central part of our solar system. It provides light and heat for the Earth. The light from the sun takes 8 minutes to 20 seconds to reach the Earth. The solar system now, it comprises different things that are the sun or the planets and the heavenly bodies that revolve around it. Revolve around it, it is a verb that means turn around or to orbit the Earth or to orbit the sun, or to turn around the sun. There are large rocks in outer space that are called meteors, asteroids, and comets too. There are 8 planets orbiting the sun, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto is no longer considered as a planet. According to experts, is just a member of an asteroid belt beyond Neptune. Because a lot of people said that we have 9 planets, but in reality we have only 8 planets, not 9. The 9th one is not a planet. Now, when we talk about the different planets and the Earth, it is momentous to talk about something or a term like gravity or gravitation. What is gravity? Gravity is a force of attraction by which objects tend to fall towards the ground. And we are all aware of Newton's law of gravity, of the apple, etc., etc. Now let's move on to a satellite. A satellite is a device that revolves around the Earth or many other planets. It is used for collecting information, communicating by radio, television, etc. The television that you are watching, the radio that we are using, the telephones, the communication, etc. They are all done thanks to these satellites. An example is given here, which is Sputnik is a Soviet satellite. It is a Russian one. The moon is a natural satellite that is turning around the Earth. Now, when the moon comes between the Earth and the Sun, we have what is called an eclipse. An eclipse is an occasion when the Sun disappears. We cannot see it because of the moon moves between this and this, as I told you. Now, before finishing the lesson, it's important to deal with a task. In this task, we are supposed to match words. In column A, we have 5 words. And in column B, we have their definitions. The first word is astronaut. The second one is black hole. Third one is comet, then extraterrestrial, then comet collision. Now we are supposed to match them with their definitions, which are a region in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape. B, any object or fictional being from outside the Earth. C, a bright object with a long tail that moves around in the outer space. D, when a comet collides, strikes violently with another heavenly body. And the last one, which is a person who is trained to travel in a spacecraft. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to do the exercise, and then I will be back. Well, let's deal with correction. We have 1 with E. We are going to go back to the different ones. Oh, 1 with the astronaut. An astronaut is a person who is trained to travel in a spacecraft. Second one, 2 with A. What is 2? A black hole. A black hole is a region in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape. The third one, which is the comet. What is comet? A comet is a bright object with a long tail that moves around in the outer space. 4 with B. An extraterrestrial is any object or fictional being from outside the Earth. And the last one, which is 5 with D. A comet collision is when a comet collides or strikes violently with another heavenly body. Let's move to the second task and the last one. In this task, we are going to fill in the gaps with one of the following words that are Mars, galaxy, planets, creatures, and evidence. In fact, here we have 5 words and we have to choose only 4. Earth is the only planet on which we know that there have been plants and animals living. On some, there is no air to breathe, and on others, it is either too hot or too cold. Some scientists think that may have lived on millions of years ago, when it was warmer and had more air. In fact, they are trying to to show that this is true. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to do it. Well, the right answers are 1 is planets, 2 is creatures, 3 Mars, and 4 evidence. Let's go back to our paragraph. Earth is the only planet on which we know that there have been plants and animals living. On some planets there is no air to breathe, and on others it is either too hot or too cold. Some scientists think that creatures may have lived on Mars millions of years ago, when it was warmer and had more air. In fact, they are trying to find evidence to show that this is true. Thank you so much for your kind attention.